In this video, I'll talk about 2024, the year of the $1,400 stimulus check, and how it might apply to Social Security retirement disability, SSDI survivors, spouses, SSI, Virginia RB, low-income seniors, no income, older individuals, and of course, persons with disabilities. The popular query, 2024 and a $1,400 stimulus check, is something like this going to happen this year? If so, who's included, how much, and when are we going to get it? Is a pretty good question, and the precise emphasis of this video. Let's go over the specifics. That, along with all the other information like that I genuinely receive inquiries about on a daily basis in the comment area below and on the live streams, is what I want to concentrate on for you here in this video, because I believe we can all agree that the ordinary person's finances aren't doing so well at the moment. Everyone, especially those on fixed incomes and low incomes, needs a lot of extra money right now. So once more, I hear you out. I read your thoughts below in the comments section, and I understand what you're saying. I get it, and I agree with you. Most people who live on fixed incomes or who have low incomes currently need money. Let's just put it this way. Is that everyone needs more money right now? It's a difficult moment, which is why I want to concentrate on this for you in the video, and once more respond to the questions you see below, which I get almost daily. So let's get started and go over everything. However, before we do, I would really appreciate it if you could do me a tremendous favor and subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button if you haven't already. I am always available to provide you with truthful, dependable, and transparent information. I keep an eye on the news, conduct research, and advocate for causes. The button to push the button is located directly below the video. I want to help you get the most of your money by getting as much as you can on a monthly and annually basis. I will do this by keeping you informed and pointing out anything you might potentially grab or take advantage of right now. As we all know, 2024 has been a busy year so far, and there's still a lot to go. I'm going to inform you that there are many programs available right now for low-income and fixed-income people. That much, yes? We have a lot to discuss, and ultimately, this boils down to the major question. What about stimulus checks? That's what I want to draw your attention to in this video, so please hit the subscribe button below once more. Thank you for watching, and let's speak through the facts. If you haven't already, please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, and social media using the share button below. I sincerely appreciate your support. Okay, so here's the big question again. Where do we stand right now? As I mentioned a minute ago, I'll say it again quickly. I'm always here to provide you with accurate, trustworthy, and transparent information. Even though I'm seeing nasty comments below accusing me of making things up and other such things, if you just watch the video, I'll make it very apparent what's happening at the moment, which, by the way, I'm going to start this video, is by saying that no stimulus check has been passed yet. I'm going to say it loud and clear. In fact, it hasn't even made it to Congress yet. Just being honest with you, okay? No, it hasn't been passed yet, but even if this is something you don't want to hear right now, I'm being open and honest and telling you what's going on. So, the comments below indicate that you stated a check would arrive today, but I'm stating it again now. Alright, so what basis does this have for the distribution of another Saint check? Is it possible for us to receive something this year? You know, the pragmatic approach at this point, okay? Could we? This is the question. In theory, sure, we could still get something this year, but does that mean that we're going to get it just because we could? To get something really huge different there? I honestly don't know. No one does, not even lawmakers. So if someone else comes out and says, well, I know for sure 100% the answer, they are unaware that no one else does. That's okay. But my point is that let me quickly clarify everything and show you how quickly they can act if they so choose. I'll also outline the precise guidelines for the distribution and approval of more stimulus checks if they were to carry it out this year. Now, allow me to quickly explain. In the beginning of 2020, what were we all doing? We were all going about our normal lives in January and February, doing everything as usual. Nothing changed, that's for sure. Was going on, nothing was particularly noteworthy? Well, a few things were out of the ordinary to be sure, but overall, we were just living our lives. Then something occurred in March, and all of a sudden, we stopped living our lives. When March arrived, we were all advised to stay at home. Keep in mind that in the span of essentially 1 month, we went of doing anything we wanted, breaking all the regulations, and generally having a good time. From running our lives as we please to be told to stay at home, shut yourself in, wear pajamas all day, or do anything we pleased, and in a month they would transfer money into your bank account. Do you recall those days? Naturally you do, as we all experienced it firsthand. In just 1 month, we went from being in perfect health to receiving $11,200 in stimulus payments that were made possible by the $2.3 trillion CARES Act. Was the first of several stimulus packages that were passed at that time. Okay, so my point is that despite lawmakers seeming like a bunch of turtles, things can happen extremely quickly. In just 1 month, we went from having nothing to having money. Simply stroll around, walk very slowly, and do very little most of the time. However, they are able to act rapidly when they feel the need to, as we have witnessed in the past. An urgency for it. So let's go back to February or March of 2020. We witnessed it occur when there was an urgency for something, and they handled it extremely fast, starting from the moment the CARES Act was actually brought up, as it was just a matter of weeks from the time this was originally proposed to the moment it was enacted into law and signed by the president. In other words, it took them an extremely short period of time to get. That was completed pretty quickly, especially for a $2.3 trillion deal. Now, my point is that, even though nothing is happening right now, I'm just reminding you, if something does happen again, I have no idea what would be the trigger. Just to clarify, let me state that if something similar occurred, the economy would plunge rapidly into a deep, dark recession. Recessions happen quickly, even if we can predict them, and once they do, they happen very quickly. That is the point I'm trying to make right now. Even though we don't currently have anything, they might still complete anything very quickly. We've seen it happen numerous times before. Can take swift action as necessary. All right, so my point is that there are a lot of different catalysts this year that might lead to the issuance of more stimulus checks. Since we're keeping an eye on everything, it's clear that we are aware of what is happening. I'm not here to take political sides, I'm just laying it out clearly so that we all know what's going on. So, again in November, right, obviously the elections, do you think it might potentially be somewhat of a catalyst? Absolutely, it could be right. Enormous catalyst moving forward once more. I'm just saying, okay, next big economic recession, because we've been hearing about it for a while now, and a lot of people have been hammering the table for the past year and a half. Oh my everybody, watch out! The sky is falling and we will have a massive recession. Okay, so this might actually occur. We're not sure, but if it does, we will witness a significant economic downturn, marked by a closure of businesses. Since things are becoming worse very quickly, you can bet that they will implement a significant package and probably engage in stimulation once more. However, keep in mind the goal of stimulus, which is something else we should consider. Consider this. I believe we frequently become confused about the objective of stimulation. Is the ultimate goal of stimulus simply to provide us with money so we may have better lives? No, that is not the purpose of stimulus. Should keep in mind that the goal of stimulus checks is not to improve our quality of life, despite the fact that we frequently sit here pleading with them to give us a stimulus check. That completely misses the point. The goal of a stimulus check is to boost the economy, which is why they are officially known as EIP economic impact payments. You must keep in mind that this is the entire objective of the check. The entire purpose of stimulus is that they give us small amounts of money to buy us silence for a while. As a result, we go shopping and fill our carts with unnecessary items, food and other items. It is literally irrelevant to them what we do with the money. Their only want is for us to spend it. This is the fundamental essence of stimulus, to spend the money rapidly and boost the economy. It is important to keep this in mind, the primary goal of it. Now that we have that in mind, let's consider what would need to occur in order to obtain greater stimuli. For example, we could beg all we want, but they wouldn't give a damn. Not even going to listen to us correctly. It's all about the economics. As a result, When the economy declines and we witness a significant contraction and things tighten up quickly, people panic and realize that something has to be done. Infuse trillions of dollars into the economy quickly.